They say that life is just a dream, but mine are always sad, so it seems. For today, it's been a year since you've been gone, but the hurt deep inside me lingers on. Remember the trail out on the farm, where we used to wander arm in arm, and we'd stop beneath our favorite poplar tree, and you'd whisper once again how you love me. But I'll walk that trail alone tonight and watch our moon come up so big and bright, and I'll stop beneath our favorite poplar tree, but you won't be there to whisper onto me. Soon the poplar leaves will turn to gold, and then comes the north wind bringing snow. Then I'll wait for the sunshine in the spring to bring back the robin on the wing. Then I'll walk that trail alone again, searching for you, but all in vain. For I know you're gone forever and a day. Still I'll kneel beneath that poplar tree and pray. Then I'll walk that trail alone tonight and watch our moon come up so big and bright, and I'll stop beneath our favorite poplar tree, but you won't be there to whisper onto me. No, you won't be there to whisper onto me. From the city many months ago, I sold most everything and it gave me quite a stick, you know. I bought myself a section of the finest farming land. Well, how they make a fortune I don't understand. Well, I bought new machinery, the very best of seeds, but always buying new parts and half my crop is weeds. The coyotes got my chickens while parsnip killed my cow. A wife went home to mother and the black bear got my sow. Yes, I'm a poor, poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor, poor farmer, sick of rabbits too. A poor, poor farmer, always on the go. A poor, poor farmer, a praying it don't snow. Well, the rabbits ate beneath me garden, the hill took all my weight. It seems I'm working round the clock, I'm really getting beat. Grasshoppers came the other day, just like a million goats. Before I knew what to do, they cut down all my oats. Well, I got a load of grass seed and I started off to town. It seems like every mile I made, the price kept going down. The most of it was dockage, from wild oats to flax. Finally, when we settled up, I owed him for the sacks. Yes, I'm a poor, poor farmer. What am I gonna do? A poor, poor farmer, sick of rabbit stew. A poor, poor farmer, always on the go. A poor, poor farmer, praying it will snow. Well, I woke up this morning feeling mighty low. I gazed across the meadow, my crop was buried in snow. First my wheat and then my oats, and now my barley's gone. The grub box is empty, but how will I carry on? Well, still I got my freedom, my creditor rating high. Don't have to pack a lunchbox or heed the whistle's cry. I'll always be a farmer, farming's what I love. And I'll still be a farmer in the land above. Yes, I'm a poor, poor farmer, and I'll always be a poor, poor farmer. Farming is for me. A poor, poor farmer, don't care about a thing. But one thing I'm sure of, a combine in the spring. I'm a poor, poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor, poor farmer, sick of rabbit stew. A poor, poor farmer, always on the go. A poor, poor farmer, praying it don't snow. Yes, I'm a poor, poor farmer, what am I gonna do? A poor, poor farmer, sick of rabbit stew. A poor, poor farmer, always on the go. A poor, poor farmer, praying it don't snow. Down through the years, true stories have been told about the men who lost their lives for the lust of gold. From Lillooet to Barkerville, the Yukon far away, the biggest mystery of them all still remains today. One day Joseph Slumac came strolling into town, and at the Port Langley bar laid his nuggets down. Soon all in the bar room they gathered round to see nuggets big as walnuts as he shouted, "Drink on me." Now girls by the dozens always flocked around, just as long as Joey could lay his nuggets down. And when his poke was empty, to a cute one he would say, "Late tonight in my canoe, we will slip away." Up the mighty Fraser, out at Riverway, he'd disappear like a ghost to return another day. Many tried to follow him, this man they couldn't track, and every girl that left with him, she never did come back. As sly as a fox and elusive as a cat, never did he tell a soul where his mind was at. But one day down the Fraser, a pretty girl was found. A Slumac's knife was in her back, last seen with him they found. The judge found him guilty and sentenced him to hang, but the secret of his gold mine Slumac never sang. Instead he threw a curse on those who'd ever try to find the gold that's buried there would perish and die. But some men did say, "This curse I do not fear," and left to find this gold mine, and so did disappear. Some say that it don't exist, he robbed the Caribou Trail. No matter what the truth may be, his curse didn't fail. So up the mighty Fraser, out at Riverway, if and where this gold might be, there's no one yet can say. For those who might have seen it can't show us any trails. Like Joe, they'll keep it secret, for dead men tell no tales. They called my love Onaton, means lonely wind. White man came and burnt our village down, so I lost my lonely wind. Lonely wind that keep on blowing. Onaton, Onaton, lonely wind that keep on knowing that she's gone. My Onaton, Indian parade, out hunting buffalo, their ways and means for them to thrive. This is when they burnt our village down, left no woman or child alive. Lonely wind that keep on blowing. Onaton, Onaton, lonely wind that keep on knowing that she's gone. My Onaton. Beside my darling's grave, lonely wind, whisper to me, soon we'll meet in happy hunting grounds forever. Then we shall be free. Lonely wind that keep on blowing. Onaton, lonely wind that keep on knowing that she's gone. My Onaton, that she's gone. My Onaton. Is what I hear them say, with long hair and strange garb along the highway. They pack the cross of Jesus as on and on they go. But if you're gonna reap, boy, well, first you have to sow. It's true the Lord Jesus had long and lovely hair, but he always kept his robes clean, his body the best of care. He stood so straight and strong and always said, you know, well, if you're gonna reap, boy, well, first you have to sow. Little red hen, she tilled the soil and then she sowed the grain, but no one offered to help her as she asked and asked again. She cut the wheat, she made the flour, and then she made the bread. But now you must remember, friends, the little red hen is dead. It's true we have pollution and wars we've had to fight, but if we pull together, I'm sure we'll win all right. For if we all lie down, goodbye to all we know. For if you're gonna reap, boy, well, first you have to sow. Now everyone is given a certain job to do, in building for the future and for our children too. No way can we all lean on someone else, you know. For how in the world could you reap if first you didn't sow? The little red hen, she tilled the soil and then she sowed the grain, but no one offered to help her as she asked and asked again. She cut the wheat, she made the flour, and then she made the bread. But now you must remember, friends, the little red hen is dead. Little red hen, she tilled the soil and then she sowed the grain, but no one offered to help her as she asked and asked again. She cut the wheat, she made the flour, and then she made the bread. But now you must remember, friends, the little red hen is dead. It all began in the far north land about a man called Packsack John. And every time you saw this man, he had his packsack on. He'd always leave in the early fall with his packsack loaded down. He'd trap and pack to his strapline shack till the springtime came around. Then put him in the packsack, Packsack John. Put him in the packsack, take him along. Put him in the packsack, Packsack John. The packsack John, won't you take him along? Then after he sold his mighty fine furs, the girls would flock around. His packsack full of dollar bills, he'd shout, "I'll drink them down." But Packsack fell in love this time and took himself a bride. And when he left for the old trap line, all his friends they cried. Well, put her in the packsack, Packsack John. Put her in the packsack, take her along. Put her in the packsack, Packsack John. The packsack John, won't you take her along? Winter passed on the old trap line, and then one springtime morn, a newborn cry came from the shack, little Packsack he was born. So Packsack got his packsack out and filled it to the brim. And then he turned to baby John, what will we do with him? Well, put him in the packsack, Packsack John. Put him in the packsack, take him along. Put him in the packsack, Packsack John. The packsack John, won't you take him along? Well, put him in the packsack, Packsack John. Put him in the packsack, take him along. Put him in the packsack, Packsack John. The packsack John, won't you take him along? Put him in the packsack, Packsack John. Put him in the packsack, take him along. Put him in the packsack, Packsack John. The packsack John, won't you take him along? My home by the Fraser keeps calling in me, calling to come back where I belong to be. My heart keeps on saying, why don't I return to my home by the Fraser on that bright peaceful turn? No other place could be so quiet and yet so free than along the winding Fraser River shore. A breeze blowing softly makes music through the trees, and all seems to bring me a song from nature so free. No dreamland or heaven could ever bring me more than my home by the Fraser on that bright peaceful shore. made this land. He used his strongest hand all along the winding Fraser River shore. A bachelor, living all alone, never had a woman to share my heavenly home. And then one day it came, a book called a catalogue. You could order anything from a soup spoon to a hog. So send me a rockin' really baby, the one on a page 13 back hit. Send me a rockin' really baby, she's a really quite a queen. Send me a rockin' really baby, the one I want to see. The one in the miniskirt, the one that really wants to flirt, that's the dolly for me. Ba 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 ba. I received my pretty baby, the kind that you inflate. She's always waiting there for me, even when I come home late. She never shouts at me, don't cheat or run around. She can't cook or wash or sew, but the truest gal in town. So send me a rockin' really baby, the one on a page 13 bad kid. Send me a rockin' really baby, she's a really quite a queen. Send me a rockin' really baby, the one I want to see. The one in the miniskirt, the one that really wants to flirt, that's the dolly for me. Ba 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 ba. They all agree their wives are never home. They're either in the bar uptown or out where the big shoes roam. So ladies, best take care and love your husbands more. A rubber doll may take your place and you'll be out the door. So send me a rockin' really baby, the one on a page 13 bad kid. Send me a rockin' really baby, she's a really quite a queen. Send me a rockin' really baby, the one I want to see. The one in the miniskirt, the one that really wants to flirt, that's the dolly for me. Ba 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 ba. How many times you've wondered when you've heard one say it's God's will that it happened and turned out this way. But still you can't believe it's really true that someone so dear forever will be gone from you. It's God's will that you and I must part. It's God's will I'm left alone with this broken heart. It's God's will our love was never meant to be. It's God's will, now I know that I must set you free. I asked you why you lied, my dear, and cheated so. Your answer came with tears of sin you didn't know. But darling, it today you're wondering still. Please let me ease your mind and say that it's God's will. It's God's will, I'll never hold you close again. It's God's will that I must suffer all this pain from sin. It's God's will, our love was never meant to be. It's God's will, now I know that I must set you free. To see our children suffer so. Why you took the chance of losing them, I'll never know. Decisions made by court is pending still. But whatever it may be, we'll know that it's God's will. It's God's will that you and I must part. It's God's will I'm left alone with this broken heart. It's God's will our love was never meant to be. It's God's will, now I know that I must set you free. It all began one day in the oil patch far away from Port Nelson and out the Simpson Trail. All headed into town when the long change came around and gathered at the bar to read their mail. Every man in the crew had a letter or two from their sweethearts and loved ones at home. No letter from my wife, this cut me like a knife, so I sat at a table all alone. When the barroom closed that night, I was good and tight, so I called to my darling on the phone. No answer like before, so I called the house next door, and they said it's been a week since she's been home. So I joined with the crew and went to a party too, and soon a little gal, she caught my eye. Revenge and hurt inside towards my cheating bride. If she's now doing wrong, why shouldn't I? So back at camp next day, I had to boast and say I'm even, though it's kind of hurt my pride. But soon I stood in shame, for on the mobile then it came a message that my darling had almost died. These words came faint but clear, it's okay now my dear, as the crew left me sitting there alone. I didn't let you know, for I knew you'd worry so. It's over and I'm waiting here at home.